There we go. I couldn't get all the buttons clicked. Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I had what's that word? A little PTSD. I was like, don't hit anything this week and get kicked out.
Yeah, so Shawn, as many of you know, had those technical difficulties last week, and as it turns out, it had nothing to do with him. I think you found out it was Restream.
It was Restream. Yeah. I mean, we were set, we were going, we did our little pre-talk like we always do, and was playing, and then all of a sudden you started talking like you all were slowing down even slower, and then gone. Like I could see everything, no sound, nothing worked. Well, apparently, because I was controlling that night and had the control, how you and I switch off on the controls, Restream did an update and locked everything out. It kept playing, but because I was logged in a controller, apparently it locked me out. I told you before, I said I was on the whole time in the background because I'm like, I can get this on. It's got to be sound. It's got to be something. And I kept checking my sound to make sure I was on mute because the little swear words were a flowing.
I bet, and I understand.
It's like, seriously. So anyway, I think we're working. If we can get a thumbs up that you guys can hear us in the chat, welcome everybody. Ellen,
Yeah,
Jay,
Ellen.
Yes, Jay. We our music. I saw Jay quote here we go with the go-go music again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would that make us go-go dancers?
Hey, I mean, Men of Monroe can take on probably many facets the way depending on how we look at it.
oh, funny. Hey,
Yeah.
Kara and Drea and Pam and
Hello,
Anne, Luann.
Luann, Annie.
Yeah. Hey,
Hope
friends. Karen,
Jamie, welcome you guys. Welcome to our Thursday night
Brandon.
live.
Yeah. Hope we covered everyone. Kate. Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Cool. Well, I
Hi,
drove
Brenda.
back yesterday from Atlanta, and I did it in one day. I left at 4 o'clock in the morning. I got in at like midnight. I'm exhausted. It was like almost 20. It was stopping, eating, stretching, getting food, getting gas. Went from about 16 and a half hours straight
Oh,
through to almost 20. So I about 20 hours. Yeah.
yeah, that is impressive. Hey, Christy. The only, I think the longest I've probably ever driven was maybe 3.5 hours.
Ugh.
So I don't, whew. And I hate driving. Like,
I don't enjoy it. Well, here's what I did. I was gonna listen to. I forgot to download it because we were talking about it this week with friends back in Atlanta about the Britney Spears book.
oh yeah, yeah,
So I was gonna download the book and listen to this Britney Spears book, but I didn't do it. So anyway, I watched YouTube videos. I watched a lot of YouTube car videos, and when I started falling asleep, I cranked the show tunes and sang show tunes to keep me awake.
hey, that sounds pretty good to me.
Hey, it worked. It worked. So yeah.
Oh, too,
Well, should we get started on some
yeah,
love? Oh wait, before we get started, we have a little kind of announcement to talk about. Do you
yeah.
wanna do you wanna
Oh, are you giving
announce?
me the honors?
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to say that first of all, there is an announcement coming out from Brutus Monroe tomorrow about the design team for the 2026 year. But I'm happy to say that both Shawn and I will be on the team, and that Men of Monroe will be continuing on. So my friend and I will still be able to spend this time with you on Thursday nights, and I'm excited.
I am too. Yep. We're gonna keep the Thursday night slot, so this Thursday slot is still ours. It seems to be working really well. And I know we've got a new focus that we just probably won't talk about until next week of what our format will look like. But I'm crazy excited. I'm thrilled that we got asked back and asked to
Yeah.
continue Brutus Monroe. So I think we're gonna have some fun lives this year.
Absolutely. Yep. Lots of hopefully lots of laughs and inspiration still coming forward. So
Yeah. Yep. Cool. All right. Should we head to the down cams?
sounds good. So we have a great bundle tonight, and it's a lot more simple than some of the other bundles that we've worked with in the past. But honestly, it's I think some of the best products from this past release. Shawn, do you want to go over the bundle or?
Sure. And if I'm missing stuff because I unpacked everything here right before the live, just let me know.
I think it's
Um,
just 3 items.
okay, so I've got the Mosaic Stitches stencil,
Mhm.
which is like a layering kind of quilted pattern kind of stencil,
It's really pretty.
with just two stencils on this one, and really fun one. It covers the whole A2, and you'll see when I do mine. Um, then we're using the Stitched with Love um, stamp set. We were challenged with doing something in pairs this week, all of us that do lives. And so with product that Walter and I ended up getting, we decided to pair this, and you'll see with my card, I'll just talk about what I paired up, but it was kind of something in pairs for love and the whole love theme. So great 6x8 stamp set. Um,
Yeah,
I actually really like the sentiments on this one.
I do
Um,
too. They're great. Yeah.
yeah, I do. Yeah, I think they're just great sentiments, and I feel like some of them I can use on other cards, not just this quilting stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
And then what I have left of mine is the I think it's Sewn in Love. I have it. My
So
stuff
in
is cut
love.
up,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yep. So in love
Sewn in
wash.
Love washi sheet. and I like this one. I like it because of the colors and the brightness of the
Yeah.
colors. So this washi sheet I really actually liked a lot.
Yep. Same here.
All right, and that was our three product, correct?
Yeah, and the only other thing that I'm using, one of the needles from the chipboard set. Um, yeah, that's the only thing that I added in was just the needle.
Yep, I did the same. I added the needle, but let me make sure it was on because I did an extra card to show. Oh, and then I used one of the sewing machines, and
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll use up the last sewing machine on my sample tonight, because I used up the other one for another sample card. But I did use the sewing machine, to try to use the washi in a different way. So,
Great.
all right, this is my card for this week. So you can kind of see, I took that chipboard and I just put washi on it, made it easy, cut around it, and did washi. Then I did the pair of hearts, from the stamp set with Tiny Stitches, Big Love, and obviously my paste and embossing powder and stuff in the background here. It's got a lot of fallen snow glitter on it, which tends to be Walter's and I favorite. We fall back on,
Yeah.
well, I guess no pun intended. We fall back on fallen snow quite a bit. Um, I didn't mean that, but okay, it worked. So I did fallen snow on one layer of that. Get it to shine. There we go. And then on the other layer of that stencil, I did Christmas Eve embossing powder.
Nice. Very pretty. And you wanted to share your card from last week since
Oh
you didn't
yes.
have a
Let
chance.
me show my bonus card for tonight. So I did two cards because I just wanted to use up this washi and I wanted to do kind of, since it's pairs and love, I thought, you know what? That saying opposites attract. So I took this card and I tried to do some things opposite of this card. So for example, this is my opposite card. So I used washi, but instead of putting the embossing powder on the back, I put it on the sewing machine, and then I put the washi on the background and cut out some of the hearts of the washi, and then the bottom had the perfect love sentiment.
Hmm.
So instead of using the sentiment from the stamp set, I used the washi for my love sentiment and left it at that. And then I just ink blended the didn't even line them up. I just put them on and ink blended a pink and gray for that background. So that's my opposite card.
Awesome.
But all right. I just wanted to show one last time because I felt so bad and I had such a great card. I was going to get to watercolor because I hadn't watercolored in a long time, but this was my card from last week. If anybody missed last week, so this was the what's it, Letters from Heaven set, was it?
Yes. Letters from
Yeah,
heaven. Yep.
watercolored it. I was crazy excited because I got the new penny watercolor set, aqua pigment.
Uh,
And I was so excited to use that. So I used that as the post and all that stuff and got some nice shine on there. But this was my card from last week I wanted to show since I didn't get to do it.
yeah. Nice. Very
Yep.
nice. And here is my card for this week. And so the perfect pair that I focused on is a needle and thread. And so what I added in from my stash is the button, and some thread. And this is why I used the needle from the chipboard. And yeah, I was going for kind of like a patched up sewn look to celebrate the needle and thread. And I used the sentiment Tiny Stitches, Big Love. So
I
I
like
will
how we
be
each paired
making,
something different because I like your idea of pairing the needle and thread are a pair, like they can't work without each other kind of thing. And then I just
yeah,
did the pair of hearts. So I like that. I like that.
yeah, yeah, it was great. Just quickly, hello to Isis and hello to Tamara. Thanks for joining.
Hello, ladies. Thank you, Groovy Girl. Appreciate it. All
Yeah,
right.
so out of the stencils from this previous release, there were a lot of quilting ones, but this one here, which is the Mosaic Stitches, is my favorite. I think it's a really, really pretty pattern. And I'll actually use it if I can get it out of the packaging.
What I like about this is these work just fine by themselves.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Or in like a
Yep.
corner with some texture paste or chroma paste or something and do like mixed media because of the pattern of it. So I like that this is not just a quilted thing, you know?
Yep, absolutely. And the only trick to using it is to make sure that you are lining up your stencils the right way to make the pattern. Um, and it's going to go this way so that we have these cool looking star patterns in the center. So I am going to wonder, does it matter which one you start with?
I don't think so. And I'll be honest, I had a hard time lining this up, so that's why I was like, ah, heck with it. Like it didn't need to, but like if you're going to line this up, you've got to check. And I did notice that if you look at the little diamonds, let's see if I can get the diamond, like the little diamonds
Yep.
line up with the centers of that star pattern.
Yes. Yep. That's what I was just doing. Yep. Was that's how I when I saw the complete star, I knew that I had it right.
All right, I'll just do mine.
Oh, all I have to say is thank God tomorrow is Friday.
Oh, no kidding.
It's been a long week. It's really nice to have time off at the holidays. I loved it. But then, I the last day I had worked was December 22nd. And so going back on January 5th was, whew, that was a shock to the system.
Pat.
The only good thing is that I say going back, but, I work from home. So it's, you know, really not going back. It's just waking up and logging in.
Right, right.
So,
So I'm just taking and mushing or pushing the embossing ink through my stencil and just being careful because it does move it. It lifts it a little bit. So I'm just being careful to keep it in its spot to emboss with.
yeah.
And I left my Christmas Eve. Probably wouldn't know the difference, but I left my Christmas Eve back in Atlanta, so I have Curtain Call, which is more of a glittery one, where the other one was more of a
Hmm.
like a candy red almost.
Yep. I do love Curtain Call, though.
I do too.
Yeah. Hello, Cordelia. Nice to see you.
Hello, hello. I was chatting her up when I was in Atlanta. I was like, haven't seen you for a while. How are you? And I just didn't have time to do lunch with her this trip. I was just a social
Oh,
butterfly on this last trip. So
yeah. I mean, you got a lot in on this last trip.
I
So,
did. And my work kind of fell apart. This big project I've been working on I shouldn't say fell apart. It just turned into a little something else. And it's kind of a reset on it this week. So
hmm. Hello, Teresa. Welcome. Nice to see you. You're right, Issa. That is, oh, hello, Sandy. Did we forget to say hello to Sandy? How could we forget Sandy? She's like our
she was right
cheerleader.
at the very top, I think, when we logged in.
She's like our cheerleader.
I
So,
know.
hello, Sandy. Um, Isis, you're right. I totally get it. I love working from home. I'm not going to complain. Not one bit. I think I'm putting the same stencil back on, aren't I? Is that what I was doing? Oh, silly Walter. I was putting the same one back on. I was like, why is the pink going? That would be why.
I was
Oh,
trying to do like a red for Valentine's, but look at this one. This would make a great background for like a Christmas card with that gold
yes, it
shimmer
would.
on it.
Yeah, it almost looks like a folk art poinsettia.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it
Yeah.
totally does.
Cordelia, sorry to hear that you've been so sick. That's not fun. I do know that the cold that's going around, I have friends who have it or have had it, and they've been miserable. And then also, I know that the flu is quite bad this year. So I that's one reason, Isis, let's add that to the list of why it's good to work from home. The only chance you have of getting germs is from yourself. So
I missed it. Did you say you like working from home?
I do. Yeah. Initially, when we started working from home back during the pandemic, and I hated it at first, but then I have grown to love it. I people say, "Well, don't you get kind of lonely?" And I'm like, "No, I see people on Zoom. Sometimes that's all I want is like, sometimes that's fine."
I usually say the same thing, but then I'm the person too also that I like the interaction with people, but then there's a certain point where I'm like, oh goodness, people are dumb. Like,
Hmm.
you know?
And I've learned from my boss that and I wasn't aware of this, but I guess I have a tendency to make some faces sometimes on Zoom. So
Oh, yeah.
you can tell when Walter's annoyed. uh, so I definitely try to be careful of that.
All right, so I did the embossing and then I did the other stencil. I actually got it to line up perfectly this time,
Oh, good.
and did the other part of the pinwheel kind of thing in the fallen snow. So lots of glitter. It kind of just more shines here on the camera, but in person it's very glittery. And
Okay.
then just set that aside. You're gonna get something similar to this, but I actually got it to line up better this time than I did this one. So
Nice. Yeah, and I mean, as you can see, I mean, it's such a really pretty background. I love it. Um, like I said, I think it's my favorite stencil from that last release.
and then this week I wanted to use I was trying to think of, I think you and I had talked about washi and we're gonna get the we're gonna get out the card panels and stuff for you guys next week. Just trying to think of different ways to use these products.
Hmm.
And so I just took the chipboard and I'm just throwing washi over it. And then I'll use a little razor to cut around and scissors to cut around it and stuff. But um, and I don't use the chipboard like near enough than what I should either. So I was trying to think of a nice, fun way to do something with the chipboard. Rip
Okay.
that one.
I think I'm going to change up a little bit the washi strips that I used. Although I really do like the ones I use, but I think I'm like the one in the middle might be a little too dark. So I'm going to change that one up just to lighten this version of the card up a bit.
Did you die cut that out or just put it on a hard panel and cut it out?
This rectangle,
Yeah.
yeah, just I die cut a 2.5 inch by 4 inch rectangle. Not die cut. I'm sorry. I used my paper trimmer, cut some white cardstock, and then just putting the washi on.
Okay.
Yep.
On my extra card, I did. It's hard to see because it's so layered, but like I die. Excuse me. I didn't even take the washi off the sheet. I just die cut a heart
Oh, cool.
right out
Yeah,
of the washi on that one.
nice. Now, something I like to do because the washi strips are great, but they're very much like washi paper and or washi tape, and they can sometimes lift. So I like to put some extra adhesive down if I'm going to use them like this, just to make sure that, after a while they don't begin to lift. just a little tip for you there. Whether it be glue or it be, this time I used the double-sided tape, but I also have a habit. I I have been called by other crafting friends an over adheser, so
Oh
which is
my
kind of funny.
God.
I like that play on words, so I use a lot of adhesive in my projects.
I think I kind of overglue my background. I don't use tape that much. Um,
Oh, okay.
because I felt when and no particular reason, for the pure fact of I bought tape runner and stuff, like not the tape runner brand, but I bought tape when I first started doing cards, seeing other people do it, but I couldn't get the background, I couldn't get it to stick on. And then I would say a couple years later, I realized, oh, well, there's like a couple different types of tape. Like there's the permanent, there's the, what do you
Yep.
call it? Repositionable. And I think I bought the
Yep.
repositional
Ah.
and I got frustrated. So I'm like, screw it. I'm gluing it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't buy the repositionable tape. I only use the permanent. And I'm just careful about how I place things down. Um, but that's not to say I have not ripped card panels trying to remove something after I realize I did it wrong. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love this little tool. These little finger razors or whatever they're called. It's like one of
oh,
my
okay. Yep.
favorite purchases ever.
Oh, that's good to know. I have like a regular X-Acto knife, but I don't have one of the finger ones. I'm glad
Oh,
to hear that you like it.
love it.
Okay. Nice.
It's so much easier to control.
Then the bigger one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And so my edge ran over just a little bit, so I'm going to just trim that off. There we go. Mono adhesive permanent. What is that a type of tape, Sandy?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't realize I needed the permanent. I think I had gotten the reposition. I didn't know the difference. Like I just started doing cards, so I think I got like the
Gotcha.
repositionable or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Not knowing. I mean, at the time, I didn't know the difference.
Yep. Okay. Gonna add some stamps down here before I continue on. Do those.
So I'm just using a 5.5 by 4.25 white background, and I'm just taking the washi tape and putting it all around the edges for my little border that'll peek behind my card here. This is a great one if you have scraps to use scraps on. Um, if they'll work, like these small pieces I'm using in between here.
Okay. So, I used to use the tape runners, but I recently switched. Candy kept talking about her, refillable tape gun. And I was intimidated by these things at first because I was like, ooh, how do you put that in and do that? And I was buying one that it was like, I had one that was like this, but a cartridge went into it. So you didn't have to run it through. But it is so easy to run through once you get the hang of it. And the way I go through tape, it just makes sense to buy these refills. And I absolutely love this thing.
I see your little comment in there, Sandy. Worst hashtag worst friend ever. Every time she says you need this, I'm like, oh, okay. And now she's like, Shawn needs a glue press. I just
I
switched
love
product.
my
I just
blue
switched
press.
to a whole different product line for inks now. I got rid of the brand I was using, and now I'm switched to Tailored Expressions.
Oh,
I like.
really?
I
Because
tested
of
and tested
Sandy?
and tested. Well, yes, she and Colette had recommended several brands, and they both had all these several brands, and so they were just kind enough to borrow me ones, and
Ah,
because I was wanting to switch, I was kind of somewhat maybe partial, but not totally committed to maybe going to a felt pad line, not the foam.
okay.
So every time she says, and then I needed a new die cutting machine, and then they convinced, well, I shouldn't say convinced me, I convinced myself, but I spent the money on the Empress.
Oh, right. Yeah, you said that. Nice.
Yeah, and I love it. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
It's funny. I have a mix of so many different inks. I like the Simon Hurley inks. So I do have those. I have the old ones, not the new ones. Um, I do love Altenew ink pads. So I have more Altenew than anything else, but I also really like Concord and Ninth because they're such a juicy pad.
Oh,
Um, and then, of course, I love the Tim Holtz Distress
yep.
ink. And
Yep, I got that. I'm sticking with my distress still.
yeah.
And it did come down to, I'll be honest, it came down to Pink Fresh Studios, Altenew, and Tailored Expressions were my top three picks.
Oh, okay. Hi, Celie. Happy New Year. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
See you. Happy New Year to you too, friend.
Yeah, totally agree. They have a T&E has just amazing events, their refills, their prices. I got I did do the Black Friday sale for all the mini cubes. I got the whole line of the mini cubes under Black Friday sale.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
had a
I know.
list going, and then there was like two. I don't remember how many. I'll say 200, but it was I don't know. And then by the time I go, oh, I want this, I'll just build my own. Well, then I had like over half the colors. So I'm like, you know what? Just do the Black Friday sale, get the bundle, get all of them because you're gonna end up with them all anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Isis is a big fan of Taylor's. I have some of her products. I've done one or two events with her, virtual events. So, but I certainly don't have any of her inks.
Yep. Jay's like, I loathe felt pads. I'm in between on both, to be honest, because I feel like they have their place of what you need them for. Um, but I did go with a felt pad line this time. Um, well, guaranteed it's probably not going to be the last line I switch to.
I'm just adding a little shimmer into these hearts just to, so that when the light hits them, they have a nice little bit of shine to them. Okay, so I have, oh, I forgot, I have to stamp out the patches. I had stamped a couple of patches to have my button on. So let me get those. And the only downside about stamping them out is that I had to fussy cut them.
Oh, same with mine. Yes.
But they weren't too bad. Like once I find that I tend to get into a rhythm when I'm fussy cutting, and once that rhythm is going, it goes pretty quick.
I feel like I have never, excuse me, I have never fussy cut so much, and I've never used so much pattern paper since starting on Brutus Monroe. All in a good way. Like it's pushed me into realms I was like just never kind of did a ton of, you know?
Yep. Well, thanks for that reminder, Tamara. We appreciate it. Yes,
Oh,
likes
thank
and
you.
shares are always appreciated. This pink is pretty light, so takes a few stamps, a few goes at it to get it to show up, but when it does, it's a really pretty color. That's good. Now we'll do another one.
I don't think we've mentioned it the last couple of lives. We keep forgetting, but just so everybody knows, being on the inspiration team, we do get these products for free to feature for you guys. And then we don't necessarily do the whole bundle anymore. We kind of switched the mojo on that, but we do feature the product, and then you can purchase products individually. And so I do have an affiliate link that I have put in the description. If you use that, I do get a little bit of kickback on that. FYI, doesn't cost you anything. And then I did add into there because you're going to see some of this stuff coming up a little bit too. That the subscription links are in there this week, along with because we moved, and I got to look at what it is. Do you remember what our new hashtag is? I know it's in the description.
It is hashtag Men of Monroe.
Yeah, I put it in the description. I can't because we got rid of the Wednesday part.
Yeah. Yeah. Since we changed dates and days, and doing that just makes it that much easier to remember. You don't have to worry about adding a day in.
Yeah.
Yes, Drea, I know you are like for Drea between inks and markers. She's like a BJ's warehouse. She's got it all.
She's got to live up to that name.
Oh, too funny.
Oh, Christy, you're welcome. That video this week just kind of went crazy. And that was thanks to, got to give full credit, I did in the video, but that actually came from Candy idea. And so I did a video on it this week on the stamping using the outside of your Misty door.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Christy was raving about that Monday night. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And it just, you know how it is with YouTube and things. Some videos grab, some don't. And that one kind of grabbed this week. And, but I gave credit where that idea came from Candy when we were with Sandy and the team, everybody at the that crafty thing I went to in town here.
Fun. Yes, Drea does have it all. So, Christy, just curious if you saw my latest memory deck submission. That was what I worked on last night. It was a lot of fun.
What I missed? I was heating. What did you
Oh,
do?
I had asked Christy if she had seen my latest Memory Decks challenge card. So All in Create is hosting a Memory Decks challenge for the first quarter of the calendar year. There's 31 prompts. And we, as a team, decided to do it on Sunday night for making cards with friends. And Christy's now making fun of me because I go ahead and have made like 4 of them now.
What's the premise? Like, there's prompts. So, like, you come up with the prompts, or like the prompts are given to you.
They're given to you, and you make a memory deck using their products. So they're a lot of fun. Jay, they are not on my YouTube. I didn't record videos, but they are certainly on my Facebook and on my Instagram. So it's fun. I will admit that when Christy first mentioned it to me, I wasn't all that excited because I didn't know that I would enjoy a memory Dex, but gosh darn it, I do. After I kind of learned more about, like, what they are and
Now I think I know what you're talking about. Is that like they're like the little index, the filing index card things?
yes, yep, the
Yeah.
Rolodex, yep,
Yes, Rolodex. Thank you. Yep.
yep,
And you're just using the Rolodex card essentially and making almost like individual ATC cards kind of thing, right?
exactly, yep,
Got it.
yep. Oh, look at you, Drea, quoting some Whitney. I love it. Didn't
Oh
we
goodness.
almost have it all? Absolutely. Now you better stop there because I get so emotional.
With Whitney.
Oh yeah. I loved Whitney. I blame everything on Bobby.
Well, that's why, I was telling you before we got started tonight, that I was going to listen to this book on tape, right?
Yeah.
And how that got started. So I was going to survive the drive back to Minnesota because we were swapping cars. I wanted my car back. Um, New Year's Eve, we started at our friend's place in Atlanta, and they were playing videos on the YouTube on the TV or whatever they were playing it from, Spotify or whatever. And they got on this kick of all these different like older you know singers and stuff. Well, Britney Spears, they started playing all these Britney Spears, and then we got talking about talking about being emotional. Like I didn't get emotional, but we were talking about like just what she went through,
Yeah.
right? And so and then we got talking about the story, and I was like, okay, you know what? I could fill 20 hours and I could listen to this book, and then I didn't get it downloaded and before I left, but
Oh,
I think she's another one of those that got shortchanged.
yeah. Oh, I agree. And I do think that, she had some really good music. Um Thanks, Tamara. I've been enjoying making them, and thank you, Isis. They've been a lot of fun. So Christy was right and I was wrong. That ought to make her happy.
There you go. Yeah, right. Making it public even makes it better.
And for those that don't know, Christy and I are kind of like a brother and sister, the way we tease each other. So I'm not being mean. I'm just teasing her.
Well, and if you've been in our live before, we know Christy comes up quite frequently. All with love, all with what does this say? All the tiny stitches with big love for Christy.
There you go. Yes, that's right, Isis. It was recorded, so Christy can now listen to me saying she was right and I was wrong anytime she wants.
Over, she's gonna listen to it over and over and over.
Oh yeah, Isis, it's true. We have a great time on those Cape trips. We really do. She's a good egg.
Did she do anything? Because was it last year she was putting? I want to say dinosaurs, but I don't feel like it was little animals or something all around, wasn't she? Was that the case?
Yes. Um, she was leaving animals. Yes. Yep. Matter of fact, I have a little cow and a little blue duck from Christy,
Oh,
and I
love
keep
it,
them on my craft table. Yep.
love it. Did she have anything this year?
This time when we went, no, no.
No.
Um, but I'll tell you, I think we both really. So when we went earlier last year, it was to Crop on the Cape, which was a lot of fun. Um, but I think we both really liked this event in November better because it was all card making and it wasn't just a crop. And it was classes taught by Jen Shirkus, and it was just a great time. We had a great table full of people, so it was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Drea, Drea said I just gave Christy a new ringtone. Now, Christy, if you do that, you can't play that to Doug and tell him that, he has to say the same thing to you. Okay?
Right.
That wouldn't be cool.
I just stamped my sentiment out with Raven. I had pre-cut with a die my pink sentiment strip. So where the die, it was a stitch die. So I just took a gold gel pen and then just went inside the little stitching just to give it a little embellishment on that. All right. Where'd my thing go? Here we go. I'm gonna cut that down just a tiny bit, I think. Get more washi to show on it on this one than I did my sample. What did I do? 5 1/8?
Yeah, I agree, Christy. That was great. Maybe we can talk some more peeps into going with us in the fall and have an even bigger table.
I've never done crop in the Cape one.
Yeah, so this is the the art retreat on the Cape. It's all card making, the one in November. And you know what was awesome too was meeting so many crafty friends from social media that I know, and we've never met in person. So that
Oh
was really
yeah.
cool. Yeah, I love that's like the aspect of it that I love the most.
All right, I had set my glue bottle down, and now isn't it always a wonder how you? Oh, there it is. How you can lose so many things on your craft desk, and some of it not being small things. Like it can't be. It's got to be right in front of my eyes.
It happens all the time, and I'm convinced that I have a ghostly crafter who likes to play tricks on me and hide them because I know I looked where I eventually find it, and I'm like, seriously, like, how did it get there? I know I looked there.
Or like when you literally, like if you literally just set it down,
Mm-hmm.
and then you turn around, you're like not there.
Yep. Oh, Christy, you're very kind. I wouldn't say I was a hit. Just having some fun. Yes, Drea, that would be awesome. And I completely agree, Isis. She really is a great teacher. And what I liked is, Jen is very known for her work with Lawn Fawn. And I like Lawn Fawn, don't get me wrong. But this wasn't completely focused on Lawn Fawn, which was awesome. So you got to use lots of different brands, and really, it's a great time.
I've heard, and I've heard you even say it before too. Like she's just like the nicest person ever.
Oh, she is. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Penny. Nice to see
Oh,
you.
hello, welcome.
I just need to tie my thread around this needle. Nope, that didn't work.
So my hearts, I took this time First time I just took some the ink that I had, ink pad, watered it down, smushed it, left white space because I just wanted it textured. This time I decided to use I used the magenta sparkle and the pink chroma mists and chroma. This one, the sparkle's got some shimmer in it. Um, Sprayed it, dried it, and then embossed and Raven my two hearts. Fussy cut those out. Hey, Candy, welcome.
Hey, Candy.
Never too late. We were just talking about how I um, did the video with your idea on the Misty Door, and everyone was loving it. And I gave credit.
Pam, definitely. I think it's great to get out and, spend time with other crafty people. Like, I left there on such like a high of like all the fun that was had. And then plus on top of it, like Christy and Cindy and I stayed in an Airbnb rather than staying at the hotel. Now, the hotel where this is at, the resort, is beautiful. But the rooms are pricey. I mean, off season, they were still $300 plus. So we did an Airbnb and we had just as much fun at the Airbnb, like watching shows together, and it was great. You're right, Isis. There is. I agree. You come back and you're like, oh, I miss all of that camaraderie. And so all I'm doing right now is I wanted to, and I just pulled it out again. Oh, I don't know why I'm having issues with my needle tonight, but I'm just going to do it with my hands because I can. And it's just as simple. Just pulling this through a bit so that it looks like there have been stitches that the button is sewed on. My fingers are tired, I think, from all of the emails and spreadsheets I've been working on all week.
My needle, I'm just using my gel pen again and coloring it gold on the chipboard.
Now that I have this, just gonna tie it.
And then just to get string through.
Hello, T. How are you?
Hey, T. Candy, did you piece paper the sewing? Oh no. I took where's my chipboard? I just took the chipboard sewing machine. I used the last sewing machine anyway. Oh, here it is. I just took the chipboard sewing machine and I just covered it in washi. Just taped the washi over it. Then I just cut around it. I had to like fussy cut the middle with a razor, but I just put washi on it. So.
Hey, Jim. I didn't see you come in. How are you, friend?
Hey, Jim. Where's my needle? Here we go. And then for my string on my needle, I have this like roll from the craft store of baker's pink shimmery baker's twine. And I just took it in half and just shred it, so I downsized it and smaller just to use some little thread. And just thread it like a needle.
Geez, there's something wrong with me when you were talking and you said just. I don't know Why? I was anticipating you were going to be just drop it like it's hot. Oh, my brain needs a rest. I'm glad it's almost the weekend.
Are you disappointed I didn't,
Maybe a
or
little bit. That would be
did
funny.
what? These little chipboard elements are kind of fun just to add, just a instead of sequence, add a little something like these needles,
Oh yeah, yeah. I love the chipboard elements, and these were a lot of fun. I actually used every single needle um, because they're great.
I think I want to add a scissors to this one.
Aw, thanks, Sandy. I look forward to it too. And I love that, you're excited and you're so engaged. Like I said, I feel like you're our cheerleader. And it's appreciated.
Of course, absolutely. I don't think I have a silver. Let me see if I've got a silver gel pen. Otherwise, I'll make it gold. I do. It's probably dried out. Oh, I might get to squeeze some out of there. You're talking about using up all your needles. I'm like, okay, what else can I use on my card? So now I'm grabbing scissors.
It's funny. I thought about using the scissors, but I didn't want to detract from the perfect pair of the needle and thread.
Oh yeah, because because that was your pairing.
Yep. Yep.
Well, now that you say that, should I put this on? Well,
Oh,
sure.
I think you're fine to. Why not?
Well, because the scissors could be cutting the heartstrings.
Ooh, a sad
This is
story.
either going to work or it's not going to work. If it doesn't, here's the scissors to cut those heartstrings.
Oh, those heartstrings getting cut.
Well, I like that. Now where to put it?
Very cool, Sandy. Yeah, embossing. I bet you put the um uh gilded on there, and that would look amazing.
I've got to go back and look. What did she say? I emboss. Oh yeah. Well, and that's what I did with this one. Oh, like I should have embossed it actually. Um,
Mm.
with this one, I embossed it. The sewing
Yep.
machine.
Yep.
Cute. All right. I'll zoom in a little bit on mine. Cool.
Very nice.
Where would you get the buttons from? Were those Brutus Monroe buttons, or was that from your stash?
These are from my stash. Yeah.
Got it. But they're real buttons, actually, like actual
They're
buttons.
actual real buttons. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I actually bought them last year because last year I created a card that was all buttons. I had stamped a heart, and then I covered the heart in buttons and stacked them and everything. The card weighs a ton.
Right.
But it's really cool. I love it.
Love it. I did mine almost the same. I just switched it because I don't have any more of the big sewing machines left. I had the little sewing machine, and for space and layout, then I just moved my sentiment down, and then kind of kept the needle in about the same spot, and then I just added the scissors to this one.
Nice.
I might go back
Yeah.
actually and add scissors over here somewhere on this one, I think, and do that. But yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, and I did the same pattern. I stenciled the background and then did the washi strips on a rectangle, of white cardstock, covered that up, and did a little stamping. Went ahead and ink blended and fussy cut out 2 patches, put those on, put the button on, and then the little chipboard, and there we have it. Tiny Stitches, Big Love.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, thanks, friends. Appreciate all those positive comments. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea, Kara or Cara. I'm probably not saying it right. Christy, thank you. T, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, should we go back up?
Yeah, let's head on up. Switch my camera before I do so I don't give anyone motion sickness.
All right. Well, that is another Thursday. Walter and I are taking free reign next week and just going with I was gonna say creative cards, and it's not the creative cards. Now I just lost what they're called. Card based.
Oh, the foilable panels.
Thank you. Like, oh my gosh, both of us brains are fried. With a little bit of acetate, because we thought it'd be cool to show you how to do that acetate. And then we'll get on a regular thing that we'll share with you guys next week.
Yes. Yep. So once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. You all just make the chat so much fun, and we appreciate you a lot. So hope you have a great weekend, and
Yes.
we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, guys.